The only thing that she did wrong at the day and time was drive a vehicle.
With cocaine, alcohol in her system, beer in the car at a .20.
And there's a fatality as a result.
Yes, sir.
Can you please read to me what happened?
Yes, sir. This crash happened back on December 24th of last year. Officers were advised of a four-vehicle crash at 5:37 a.m. on the 6300 block of I-45 South here in Harris County. Investigators observed massive damage on a Chrysler, indicating a head-on impact, massive force damage on a Mitsubishi, indicating a T-bone impact to the driver's side. Officers spoke with the HFD firefighter who was on his way to work and observed the Chrysler strike the Mitsubishi. The Chrysler cut in front of him, causing him to swerve to the right and hit an Amazon truck. He states that this defendant was the driver and sole occupant of the Chrysler, and the driver of the Amazon truck confirms the wheel witness's story and stated that he clipped the Chrysler as he was coming to a stop, The complainant was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced deceased.
All right, guys, buckle up. Today, we're diving into a case that's as disturbing as it is unbelievable. A young woman, 9 months pregnant, behind the wheel with cocaine, alcohol, and beer in the car. And that's not even the worst part. In just the first minute, you'll hear the tragic setup, a fatal crash, a shaken courtroom, and a case that's about to test legal boundaries. This isn't just another DWI, this is the unraveling of lives, and it all starts here. If you think you've seen tense courtroom drama before,
Officers observed an unopened beer can in the driver's seat of the Chrysler. This defendant stated that she was the driver and that she struck the vehicle. They observed a strong odor of alcohol in her breath, red glassy eyes, and slurred speech. She was transported to the hospital, and a DRE arrived, and she was Mirandized and she waived her rights. She stated that an SUV was stopped in a lane and she tried to swerve to avoid hitting it and then crashed into the other vehicle. She admitted to consuming 4 to 5 12-ounce twisted teas and smoking marijuana.
And alcohol in the car while she's driving.
Yes, sir.
think again. This is raw, real, and just the beginning of something deeper. Asterisk, we pick up right at the heart of the incident. December 24th, 5:37 a.m. for vehicles, twisted metal, shattered lives. Investigators recount the wreck in cold detail, but the emotion underneath is clear. A head-on collision, a T-bone hit, and the chilling discovery of alcohol and drugs in the defendant's system. Eyewitnesses confirm she caused the chain reaction, and blood tests seal it. This isn't speculation, it's science, it's wreckage, it's death. And as the fact
SFSTs were done. She scored 6 out of 6 on the HGN. She did not have vertical gaze nystagmus, and officers observed a lack of convergence. They were not able to do the walk and turn and one leg stand due to her injuries of a broken arm and sternum. There was a blood warrant and residual search warrant that were done, and her blood, Your Honor, came back at a 0.025 for ethanol, and she had, yes, 0.25, yes, sir. And then she had marijuana and cocaine in her system.
And what's the offer you have worked out?
We worked out an 18-month probation offer with 7 days as a condition, Your Honor.
That's not the fact that there's a dead body in this case. Why is it not an intoxication?
It's a causation issue, Judge. We looked at it for an upgrade as
facts
well.
pile up, so does the pressure. The courtroom is tense, and we're only just seeing the scale of the consequences. Asterisk, here's where the room explodes. The judge hears the plea deal: 18 months probation and 7 days in jail, and he's having none of it. A woman is dead, cocaine, alcohol, beer in the car, and a baby on the way. The judge's fury is unfiltered and justified. His words cut deep. While you're about to give life, you took someone else's. The weight of that truth hits everyone. This moment is about accountability, morality, and the law clashing head. It's uncomfortable. It's powerful. And it shows us that sometimes the
everybody else. Every single day in Harris County, someone is maimed because of the DWI. It's sick that we lead the nation in fatalities. And I don't know why they can't prove causation to charge you with intoxication and manslaughter. But to me, a week is insufficient. It's not enough.
Yes, sir.
So
We'll go back to the drawing board and get
go
a
back,
reset, Judge.
but
Yes, sir.
I'm ready to set this case for trial now. So unless we can work something out today, I'm saying it gets set today.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, I understand that a fatality did occur. But the reason why they weren't able to charge my client with intox manslaughter is because this accident was unavoidable. If you were,
Unavoidable?
yes, sir. At the time of this accident, it was unavoidable. What ended up happening is that the deceased party spun out in front of her and she was just going straight. The only thing that she did wrong at the day and time was drive a vehicle.
With cocaine, alcohol in her system, beer in the car at a .20. Let me ask you something. Have you ever done breath test?
Justice system has to fight itself to stay just. Asterisk now. The defense steps in and not quietly. This isn't your average lawyer. He's ex-law enforcement, a former HPD lieutenant, and he's not bluffing. He argues this crash was unavoidable, brings up wet lab experiments, breathalyzer inconsistencies, and even questions the system itself. It's not about denying the presence of alcohol or drugs. It's about legal causation and whether a case with tragedy can actually be proved as a crime. It's a fascinating shift. Logic versus emotion, law versus outrage. And this guy, he knows how to make it stick.
Physiological issues that you'll have to babysit for the rest of your life, which is punishment in and of itself. It's not fun. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. The agreement that you guys have worked out is 30 days in jail as a condition to probation for 18 months. As part of the probation, does she have any prior DWI staff?
No, Judge.
Any other criminal history?
Juvenile history only, but nothing DWI.
Asterisk this part turns goot trenching. The judge is torn between justice and mercy. He asks the hardest question. Is it cruel to send a pregnant woman to jail? But then again, isn't death cruel to? He reflects on the baby's future, on a mother's potential regrets, on the long-term impact that no court sentence can fully capture. It's not just sentencing anymore, it's ethics. This is the part that forces us to stop and think. What does punishment really look like when life and death hang in the balance? Asterisk, and now, the final blow. The sentence is handed down: 18 months probation, 30 days in jail, strict conditions, and direct oversight.
Jail. And then you'll be facing up to 180 days in jail. If you test positive for alcohol or any kind of drugs, I will put you in a treatment facility in the jail. Do you understand, ma'am? No alcohol, no dope, no driving. You must have what does she have now? Does she have a scram right now? Has she had, do we know if she's had any violations while she's been on? I don't think so,
I
right?
don't
She has
see
any
any,
involved.
Judge, no.
Okay.
She has a screen device at this time, Your Honor.
We're gonna have to figure out something about as far as the baby
And
situation.
the judge himself. No drugs, no alcohol, no mistakes. The plea is entered. Guilty. But this isn't just about terms and timelines. It's about second chances and how fragile they are. The judge warns her plainly. Fail once, and it's jail time. This isn't leniency, it's pressure. The baby's due in August. Her sentence begins in January. Every moment between now and then, it's borrowed time. Thanks for watching. If this video made you think, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Situation with the interlock or with the portable device. I will follow the state's agreement here. But like I said, I'm keeping you close to me. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail if you ever pick up another DWI. Do you understand? You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, a possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. Hey, if you can do the repeat offender to get the education class. Did you say victim impact panel?
That's right.
How many?
One.
One victim impact panel. You will be required to do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill those conditions. Guardian interlock, no drugs, alcohol, random UA. When are you set to deliver, ma'am? What day?
August 28th.
When do you think we should do the time?
If I could request anything, Your Honor, it'd be the beginning of the year, in January 2025, the start of the year. That gives her time to nurse her baby and everything else.
She must get it done within 6 months. Okay. All right, ma'am, how do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. We'll send you to the disagreement. Good luck to you, ma'am.